Hi guys, today I'm joined by Natasha Friend, who's just given us a tour around one of her flip projects in Peterborough. So this was the yellow bungalow?
Yes, that's the name that I gave it. It was very yellow, everything was yellow, kitchen, bathroom, internal doors, literally everything. Nice and happy and sunshiny, but not very...
So why did you change it?
I know, lots of people said, I love the kitchen, keep the kitchen. But not very modern, and needed quite a lot of work. New central heating, full rewire.
All of this new out the front as well, so new slate's gone down.
New. Yeah, there was a brick wall along here which was really dilapidated, and like a gate on the front, which just looked really old-fashioned. Yeah. So just tried to give it more of a modern feel.
Have you painted all this as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All the new gravel. This was like a horrible brown colour. Yeah. We had to do some repairs to the chimney, and we had the roof cleaned. That's something that we generally do on all of our flips. Yeah. Because it just makes such a difference. Yeah. Our last one, the colour difference.
Was the roof all good?
Phenomenal.
It's a flat roof, isn't it, on the garage? Any issues with that?
Yeah, no, that was fine. And there's a few tiles that needed to be replaced, and good clean to get all the moss and everything off.
But okay, perfect.
Yeah, not too bad. So like I said, we are still waiting for a new front door. We've got a nice grey front door being installed tomorrow, I think.
Okay. Really nice finish, and new doors presumably.
Yeah, all new doors. Yeah. These were yellow gloss doors.
Okay. Did you fancy would you have glossed over them, or for the finish you was going for, just new doors, easier?
Yeah, I think with flips we try and do a higher standard, and I think the oak doors really do give it a nice finish.
Yeah, it is a very nice fit. So on a normal buy-to-let, you probably would just glossed over those white.
Yeah, change the handles and try to save as much money as possible. But we've staged this one as well. Yeah. I had it 7 weeks yesterday, so it was just 5.5 weeks to do the full refurb. Yeah. Which is pretty quick. Any
surprises?
The only issue was when we first bought it, we had the intention of converting the garage into a third bedroom. So we're going to put a door in this hallway here to create a third bedroom. We got the architect round and he said that we couldn't do it under building regs. So quite naive of me, I just assumed all garage conversions could be done under building regs. Yeah. But because of the roof height in the garage, we had to raise the roof quite significantly. Okay. And that meant that we'd have to have full planning permission. Yeah. And our aim was sort of to get this done by Boxing Day, because that's the busiest day of the year for Rightmove searches, and we got it done a good few weeks before. But
okay, perfect. Yeah. I'll let you show us around.
This is the downstairs toilet. So we did consider lots of different ways of being able to add the toilet to the bathroom, because that's obviously just the bath and sink, but it just wasn't feasible, and I don't think the amount of value that it would add to the property was worth doing it, because there was no other way really other than knocking through this whole cupboard to create a shower, but we wanted to have a bath so it didn't exclude sort of families.
Well, in some ways having it separate is quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to sink the bathroom out, are you? But there's a little sink that the plumber initially said there's no way we can get a sink in the downstairs toilet, and I'm really adamant about having a sink in there.
There's a sink in there.
Yeah, so we got a sink in. There's lots of extra pipes. Yeah. Still need boxing in.
So it was a challenge, but you did it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the bathroom.
Yeah, very nice finish here. So how much was the bathroom to get done to that spec?
About £2.5 grand.
£2.5 grand.
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually got the sink and the toilet and the towel rail from my mum's house, because she's refurbishing her own house. And she was like, do you want any of this? I was like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, we'll come round.
And the shower panel, actually. The only thing we had to buy was the bath.
So that's really good upcycling.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that probably would have gone sold or gone to a skip or something, whereas you put it straight into here, added value, and kept costs to a minimum.
Definitely. I do like to do that. Like with all of the staging, a lot of our things are from charity shops or borrowed from people's houses.
So rule number 1, ask any friends and family if they're refurbishing their own house, so you can go in and pinch some bits.
Yeah, definitely.
So if I know where your toilet goes, that's it. Solving it.
Yeah, so it's had a full new central heating system, and like I was just saying, we've got moved the kitchen from the boiler into this cupboard here. and the fuse box, it was fully rewired. Previously it had like a pump-in heating system, so there's vents in all the ceiling. The ceilings are all foam ceilings, which is really high fire risk now. So we had to strip all that off, which was made a very big mess.
Yeah.
That was about it. This is the master bedroom. Oh, and all the walls had like the foam wallpaper on.
Has everything been replastered essentially, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. There was like a couple of walls we could save.
Save.
Yeah. Just doing a bit of filling. I think it was these two here, because of the radiator, the wallpaper came off quite smoothly. So
was it new radiators?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all new radiators. The only thing we did keep was the windows, because they aren't in too bad condition.
Okay. Other than that, it's basically a brand new house.
Yeah.
Even in terms of wiring, plumbing, absolutely everything.
Yeah, it had to be fully replumbed, fully rewired. Yeah, and then obviously plastered, decorated, new flooring, new kitchen.
Yeah.
And we decided to stage this one, which we didn't do on our last.
Yeah. Do you think that helped turn it around so quickly, staging it?
Definitely.
Especially to the kind of standard that you've done it to. You obviously kind of put it towards the higher end of the market.
Yeah.
In terms of the furniture, the nice mirrors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So do you think that's really helped sell it quickly, and you got over asking, was it?
Yes, yeah. So it was on the market for 5 days. We had a lot of interest, so I had to go back to best and final offers.
Yeah.
Obviously considered the buyers' positions and their chains and things. But we got £2,500 over the asking price, and I thought we were pushing it with the asking price, to be fair, for a 2-bed in this area. When we were initially analysing the deal, we thought we'd get 230 as a 3-bed, doing the garage conversion, and we obviously didn't do that, so we got over and above what we thought we'd get for a 3-bed. So really pleased.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And I definitely do think that the staging helped, and I will continue to do it.
Yeah, well, it really just lets people see it as a home, how they might have it. Yeah. Yeah,
not just an empty shell, which can be quite sort of cool. And this is the second bedroom. Again, a good size. You can fit a double in.
Yeah.
And it's got wardrobes there, and behind you another cupboard which has been used as a wardrobe. The bed was from Face Bay. I think I paid like £50 for that.
Okay.
The pictures and the frames were from the pound shop, if you would believe it. £1 per frame and £1 per picture.
That's a good price.
Yeah.
So a lot of the staging you didn't get a company to do. You did quite all yourself.
We've done it all ourselves.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That was the only bit I really got hands on with, apart from cleaning.
So all this is yours. What do you do with it now? Put it in storage for the next one?
Well, the buyer actually wants to buy the furniture.
Everything
make apart from the lounge.
Make a profit on that?
Yeah, I'll probably give it to nearly cost.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Steve's just really pleased he doesn't have to come in and take it all down and put it in his lockup. So he was like, yeah, give it to her. She can have it. She's paying over the asking price. So no, we'll at least cover what we've spent.
How much did you spend roughly on
staging?
Yeah,
the whole staging cost just under £700.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and we own this furniture, whereas if you were to get a staging company in, it would be probably...
So you basically furnished a 2-bedroom house for £700?
Yeah.
So how did you even on that? So Face Bay, charity shops?
Yeah, borrowing stuff like... a lot of the furniture in the main bedroom is from our spare bedroom.
Yeah.
So our house does look like we've been robbed at the minute, but we do need to change that to a nursery. So it's not the end of the world. We did need to get rid of it.
Okay, so it was going anyway. So, it's helped me sell the house faster.
Yeah, Sue Rider, the chair, charity shops, B&M for like all the little accessories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was quite pleased with how well it looked for the amount we spent on it, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. It's quite a high-end finish. These sofas can't have been included for £700.
So these sofas, no, they're actually Steve's friends, and we've been storing them in our lockup for like over 2 years, because he moved in with his girlfriend, and we've got like a massive 40-foot lockup in a yard that we own. So we've had them in there for 2 years, and just said, oh, would you mind if we borrow them just to sell the bungalow?
Yeah.
And he said no, which is obviously he didn't really have a choice. But
So what's happened here?
Save costs.
This room, kind of everything new again.
Yeah, so this
feature wall, kind of.
Yeah, feature wall. There was like a old gas fire in there, which has been all blocked off. It was just very dated. It was, like the brown patterning carpets and green walls. It wasn't too bad. It was just removing all the existing foam ceilings and wallpapers and things, which took a while.
Yeah, so you got white and grey, so that's kind of what you do on your buy-to-lets as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
you
kind of kept the same suppliers, same carpets?
We've upgraded, so these carpets are more better quality.
Yeah, a bit of thicker pile to them.
Yeah, just I think it makes a difference when you're selling a property, especially if you were to take your shoes off, you can feel how soft it is compared to our buy-to-lets are obviously nice, but not as nice, down to this high standard.
They just don't look after it, do they?
No, you generally change the carpets after every tenant leaves, so we don't spend quite as much on the flooring and the finishes like the kitchen and the bathroom.
Okay.
Fridge, freezer.
Yeah.
Which we generally put in our flips, especially if it is quite a small kitchen.
Yeah.
We don't want them to have to think, where's the fridge and freezer going to go? Left a space for a washing machine.
Yeah. The dishwasher?
No,
don't provide a dishwasher. Is that simply because of space or cost?
A bit of both, and I think generally, well, from my experience, older people don't really use dishwashers that much. If it's just the two of them.
I suppose that was the case here, of knowing that it's a bungalow, so it's like maybe an older person. Thinking
generally.
that far ahead.
Yeah.
Whereas if it were kind of a more city apartment or something like that, where you were going to get a younger profile in, then would you have considered it?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. And if it was like a 3-4 bed and there was going to be more than 2 people living here, I think, well, for me, a dishwasher is essential.
Yeah.
But I know, like my nan and granddad, they would never buy a dishwasher.
Yeah, they wouldn't trust it.
No, they're quite happy doing the washing up themselves. And I think most of the buyers that have viewed, they've either been a couple or they've been a sole person that's going to be living here. So I think...
Yeah, that's a fantastic tip, really, just thinking that far ahead. Who's going to be buying your house?
Yeah.
And then you did the whole project with them in mind?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so kitchen, where's that from?
Howdens.
So
we always use Howdens.
Yeah.
Just really good service. They're competitive. We've used them for sort of nearly 2 years now, so we always get the best rates we can do.
Yeah.
The designer comes out and measures up and does it all, so it takes all the pressure off you having to make sure you've got the right measurements and things.
Yeah.
Any issues, it's obviously on them. And get it delivered, and we get our kitchen fitter to come and fit the kitchen.
Yeah. So roughly, parts only for this, how much did that set you back for the whole kitchen?
3,700.
Okay, it's a good price.
Yeah, and that includes obviously the oven, hob, extractor, the fridge, freezer, and it is a nicer, higher quality
definitely.
kitchen cupboards and handles and things compared to our buy-to-lets. So not a massive increase. Our buy-to-lets would probably be, for this size kitchen, about 2.5.
Yeah.
But yeah, we also knew that Howdens had a sale on which was ending in a few days, so we literally had this kitchen delivered like 2 days after completing on the house, and it went in the garage.
So you're just shopping around, looking what was on sale, and then making sure that let's get some kitchens stockpiled in.
Well, no, our kitchen designer texted me actually, because we get on really well now, and she said, if you've got any kitchens coming up, you need to order them by this date.
Yeah.
So we done that, literally had it delivered. Then we had the architect in the day after getting the keys, and then the kitchen arrived the day after that.
Yeah.
Because, during the conveyancing process, we got the kitchen designer to come in on the second viewing and measure up.
That's a good tip, really, for people that are looking to do things fast.
Yeah.
Get people in before you even complete.
Yeah, I generally do. So I'll try and do a second viewing and take either like a plumber or electrician or kitchen designer, whatever I think is going to be the most important thing. Or even try and get them all on board. But the agent's not usually the best.
Coming with a team of 6 people.
Yeah, only going to be an hour. I'm quite good at sort of planning in advance and making sure our trades are ready to start on the right days and things. Obviously, there's only so much you can plan with conveyancing, you never know right up until the last week really as to when you're going to complete. But yeah, as best as we can, we'll plan in advance, and that just enables us to turn it around a lot quicker.
Yeah. Any special tools for planning, or just pen and paper?
I use Asana now. I really love Asana, and I'm not a systems person, but I have a project for each house or refurb that we're going through, and use that to sort of plan in our tradesmen and do obviously a schedule of works and a Gantt chart and all that sort of fun things.
Asana's completely free as well, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Well, some people pay for it, but you really don't need to. You can do so much on it for free.
Yeah.
And I like visually how it looks. So yeah. And then the garden, that was really overgrown. The fence, to be fair, was alright, so we just painted it, but it did take about 5 coats to get it looking grey rather than brown. And we're also still waiting for some of the turf because of how cold it's been. We've not been able to cut the turf, so you can see the back half has been turfed and the front half is still waiting. But the people that bought it actually said they're going to put a conservatory on the back, so don't worry about turfing it.
Oh wow.
So they paid over the asking price. They've saved us about 500 quid with the turf, and want to buy some of the furniture. So
it sounds like that's a really good buyer.
Yeah, it's a good size. You can definitely put a conservatory on it.
A conservatory and
in the flat.
Yeah, you have loads of space still.
Yeah, it's something we did think about. Extending out and putting sort of bifold doors all the way along. Yeah. But I just think we're quite close to the sort of ceiling price anyway at 230 for a 2-bed. I don't think we would have got our money back out. Yeah,
if it's been a bit too close really, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But it's been a nice little project. I've enjoyed this one. It's gone pretty smooth.
So talk us through the numbers of this fantastic flip.
Okay, so we purchased this for £167,000.
Yeah.
It's a probate property, and because we were flipping it and met the other criteria, we benefited from the stamp duty land tax relief.
Yeah.
So that was 0. The legal fees for buying and for selling, we always schedule that in, plus the legal fees for covering the first charge for our investor.
Yeah.
Come to just under £3,000. And then the refurb, including the staging, was 19,500.
Okay.
So that takes it to 189,500. See my maths again. 189,500, and we have sold after it being on the market for 5 days for 232,500.
Okay.
So that's £2,500 over the asking price.
Yeah.
And means it will be a pre-tax profit. Well, we're paying our investor 10%.
Yeah.
Per annum, and we agreed sort of minimum 6 months, just because of how quick we've sort of turned it around.
Yeah.
We agreed to him that we'd pay a minimum of 6 months. That'd be £7,000 in interest. So I think it's about 35 pre-tax profit.
Yeah.
After all costs. Pleased with that. We do generally aim for 20% of profit on all costs, so it's under that. It's about 17-18%. But with how quick we've turned it around, 7 weeks, make 35 grand.
35 grand in 7 weeks.
It's not bad. In my corporate job, I was probably making 27 grand a year.
Yeah, just in time for Christmas as well.
Well, we don't know if we'll get the money through by then. That would be amazing, but no, I think it'll be sort of March time. I'm hoping they can get it through before the stamp duty changes for the buyers, but they've said it's not going to stop them. There's 2 sales, so there's the buyer's sale and another sale in the chain, and we've actually already looked at the first house in case it falls through, so we can step in and buy that.
Okay.
Because it's similar sort of single let property that we buy for our portfolio.
And if you do that, there's potentially some stamp duty saving relief there as well.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, if there's a risk, I won't go into the details in this video, but broadly, if there's a risk that a transaction is going to fall through due to chain, and then you go in and basically save the chain and buy that property, there's a stamp duty exemption potentially available.
Ah, that's interesting. Okay, well, I mean, hopefully we won't. Hopefully the chain's going to.
But if you do, you'll save some tax while you do it.
Yeah, and obviously we'll try and negotiate a bit of a discount on stepping in and saving the chain from the other two in the chain. But yeah, that's an option that we've already looked into before we accepted this offer, because we wanted to assess the buyer's situation and their sort of chain and consider everything before we accepted, because we had so many parties interested. We didn't want to just take the highest offer.
Yeah, so you actually looked in the high, it wasn't necessarily the high, but the best quality offer on balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's quite easy for people to get tempted, okay, we'll just go for the highest asking price, but then...
If there's 6 houses in the chain, you're at quite a risk of it not going through.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's one that we would buy, and then the other one, so fingers crossed it all goes through. If not, I don't think we'll have a problem reselling. I just don't know if we'll achieve what we've achieved this time, if it's sort of 6 to 8 weeks down the line when the chain breaks.
But you budget for that, so you've got your investor, you're quite happy with the funds, there's no late payment penalties or anything like that.
No.
You've got the funds for 6 months and you're going to have them 7 weeks.
Yeah.
So plenty of time.
We're just planning on reinvesting them already, so if we can get this through before March, then that'd be amazing.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yes, thanks very much for giving us a tour.
No worries. You're more than welcome.
Yeah, cut us a wrap. So I hope you enjoyed that tour. Some fantastic tips there, some fantastic knowledge. Really grateful for Natasha there for showing us around her fantastic flip. £30,000 in 3 weeks is certainly incredible. If you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button. Look on my channel, because there's a lot out there. We've recorded some more videos with Natasha as well, which will be coming out in the next few weeks. So keep an eye out for them. Otherwise, happy watching and have a good day. Bye.